What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, and we are back with another career mode episode. It's going to be episode number 11, and as you can see, we are on top of the table. We are 8 points clear of Barcelona, but they do have a game in hand on us, and we're going to go ahead and do this training real quick as well before we get into the first game. I'm not sure who we've got to play this episode, but Asensio there, up to 88 rated. That is incredible. He's still 20 years old, maybe 21 even. But, like, he could be 23, and that would still be incredible. Let's just check right now. And he's going to go in the starting lineup now that he's 88 rated. He is a lot younger than James, so not that much. Yeah, he's 21 years old and 88 rated. That is absolutely incredible from him. And Kovacic is getting up there, too. I'm really pleased with how the training has been going with those two guys. We might need to switch it out, put someone else in there to train eventually. But right now, they're both just growing very quickly into world-class players. And Isco has accepted the contract that we gave him last episode. And Cruz says that he's alright to play. And there we go. Now that we got all of that out of the way, we are ready for the next game. Who's it going to be? Athletic Bilbao. Hopefully it's at home. I think it's at home. But let's see. It is away. Alright. Barcelona have caught up with us, and they played the same amount of games now. Looks like they won that. Yeah, they did win that. So now we're 5 points clear. So we need to win this to keep putting the pressure on Barcelona to perform. Marcelo, though, out with a red card. We are gonna have to play Contral there, or we could play. We're gonna try Danilo though. Danilo there. We'll give him a go and see how he can do. Actually, we're gonna put Fernandez there because I know he can play left back. At least he can in real life. Can he in FIFA? Yes. Alright, good deal. So we're going to put him in there. Marcelo is going to drop off the bench for Contral. Morata is back from injury, so that's good news. Cruz is also back. So we're going to put... You know what? Contral is actually not going to go on the bench, come to think of it. And Morata's not even going to make his way onto the bench either because we do have Benzema fully fit. But Balde, Keita, Dio... I'm just going to keep calling him Keita up there. He's in good form, so we're going to keep playing him ahead of Benzema for the time being. But I'm sure that'll change by the end of the season. Benzema tends to pick up his form, at some point. He's pretty consistent. He's usually like a goal every other game is pretty much what he does. And we're just going to go ahead and go with that lineup you guys just saw there against Bilbao. Can we keep our away form going? We'll have to wait and see. They've lost 2 of their last 3 games. Can they beat us? Maybe. I don't know. I'm nervous. Bilbao is a tough opponent to play away. And it's 30 minutes in. So far, nothing. Ramos with his standard yellow card. He's got to meet his quota of yellow cards. Gotta love Ramos, though. 60 minutes in, still nothing. Still no goals. And there it is. Cristiano Ronaldo, 65 minutes in. Puts us 1-0 up. Is that going to be the way the game finishes? Yes, it is. Decent result there. Very good result even. 1-0. I will take it. Not a lot of goals, but hey, kept a clean sheet. Ronaldo got himself a goal. And that is what I like to see.
Athletic Bilbao 0. Real
That
Madrid
puts us
1.
on 64 points.
Atletico Madrid
28
2.
games in.
Sevilla
Decent
2.
stuff. We're going to go and stop
Deportivo
here
Alaves
and
1.
train a little bit
Real
more.
Sociedad 0. Barcelona 1.
Is it an international
Valencia
break? It
1.
might be. Yeah, it is an
Real
international break
Sporting
from the looks of
Gijón
it.
0.
So we have to
Granada
pick somebody
0.
else to train for
Deportivo La
these couple
Coruña
of
0.
sessions. Maybe just
Celta
the
de
one, I don't
Vigo
know.
1.
Who's
Real
gonna be?
Betis 2.
You know what? We will get
Osasuna 0.
Reinhardt.
Eibar 1.
We'll get
Espanyol
Hakimi
0.
actually.
Las Palmas
Get some
1.
training on the
Villarreal
go
1.
for Asensio, who
So
got
what
called
do
up
those
for
results
Spain.
mean to the league
I'm
table?
guessing
At the top of the table
Croatia doesn't
remain
play, otherwise
Real Madrid
Kovacic would
with
surely make it into
64
that squad.
points. In second, Barcelona
yeah, they
with
probably don't play.
57
I'm not sure
points.
what exactly
In third, climbing the
these
table
international
are
fixtures
Sevilla
are,
with
but,
48
anyways,
points. In
Hakimi will go ahead
fourth,
and
moving
go in there. I
down,
guess we'll
are
train him a
Real
couple of weeks
Sociedad
just so
with
that this
48
training session
points,
didn't go to
but only
waste.
behind on goal
Yeah, we'll get him
difference.
up a little bit. He is still
In
pretty
fifth
young too,
and
21 years
falling
old.
are Athletic Bilbao
4 or 5
with
years younger
47
than
points.
Danilo.
In sixth,
So,
rising up the table are
Wouldn't be
Real
the worst thing in the
Betis
world to have a
with
third right
43
back
points.
that's that's got
In
pretty good
7th,
stats.
moving down, are
Contrail obviously
Espanyol with
is only
43
77 rated,
points,
and
but
he's
only
only going
behind
downhill from
on
here.
goal difference.
So if we have a
In
right
8th,
back that can play
climbing
left
the
back,
table
which
are
I believe Danilo
Villarreal
can,
with
I know he
42
can in real
points.
life, but I'm not sure about
Bottom
FIFA.
of the table,
Then,
Lyon with
Danilo
18
can just be our
points.
second choice
And
left
then
back,
reading
and
up the
Hakimi
table,
can then
second
move up
bottom,
to our second choice
Osasuna
right back.
with 19 points.
But
Third
we'll just have
bottom,
to
Las
wait and see
Palmas with
how that
24
pans out.
points. Fourth bottom,
Obviously,
Deportivo
we do have
Alves
lots
with
of money. We could just
27
go and buy another
points.
right back, but
Fifth
it is
bottom,
nice to develop
Granada
players.
with 28
And
points.
Danilo wants to start this match. Okay, noted. James is worried that I was going to replace him, but now he is not. Okay, it doesn't really make sense because I did kind of drop him for the last game. But you know what? We are going to give Danilo a go because he asked for it. I guess we'll put him in there. We're going to put him in right back in his natural position because, Marcelo is going to be back from his suspension, and he's going to go in for Nacho Fernandez there. And we're going to go ahead and Varane is back almost from injury, so we're going to put him on the bench for now. And then the rest of that is going to stay the same. But we are going to put... I was debating putting James in. We'll give James a game at center mid and see how that works out. Isco's going to keep playing because he's got that up arrow, that straight up arrow. That means he's in amazing form, and I believe it because he scores a lot of goals for us. And I think he's up there in the scoring charts this season. But I'm sure he has been putting in some decent performances too. I mean, his ratings gone up, and he's still pretty young, so it's expected that he could still grow a little bit. And I think he's went up by 2 ratings. I think he was 84 rated at the beginning of this career mode. That was updated rating, and so that's 2 for him. We're getting some decent development all around the squad. Volde Keita up to 82 rated, as you could see on that previous screen. And now we're just going to focus on Alaves at home. Shouldn't be that difficult of a match. I would have expected to score this early even, but, there we go. Right on cue, Asensio with the goal, making a case for why I should start him ahead of James, and then Ronaldo with another goal. They expected that he would start scoring, later on in the season. He had a pretty slow start, but he's starting to get up there. And it's now 75th minute, and Gareth Bale has got the 3rd goal of the game, 3-0. That's the final scoreline. Decent stuff there. Alaves not the strongest opponent, but they are an opponent that we still have to, we still gotta win the game.
La Liga.
Did so.
Osasuna
3-0.
1.
Putting us
Athletic
on
Bilbao
67 points.
2.
Ronaldo,
Celta de
joint
Vigo
top scorer
2.
with Suarez
Las
there.
Palmas 0.
Isco, I'm pretty sure is just
Espanyol
behind.
1.
Maybe like 4
Real
or 5 goals
Betis
behind
2.
those guys. And
Real
we're going to go ahead and
Madrid
do this
3.
training again. Hakimi's still in
Deportivo
there. I'm going
Alaves
to keep
0.
training him for a couple of sessions.
So what do those
maybe
results mean
one
to the
more
league
even,
table?
so that we
At the
can,
top of the table
make
remain
use of
Real
the fact that
Madrid with
we had to
67
train him
points. In
instead of
second,
Asensio for a couple of
Barcelona
times.
with 57
And
points, with a
we'll
game
see
in
how the
hand
fitness levels
on
are
the team
doing,
above.
actually, before we move
In
around.
third,
move
rising
around
up the table
players.
are Athletic Bilbao.
And we're just going to delete that. James wants to discuss wages. Of course, always got to be someone wanting more money. But no, he did improve by 1 overall so far this season, so I'm not too concerned with giving him a new wage. I do see him as one of the future stars of the club. Obviously, right now he's probably our second choice. I would say at this point he's our second choice cam, but I mean he's still pretty young. He's still worth a metric shit ton of money. So we're gonna keep developing him. Ideally, he could improve some more and get in. Maybe even as a right wing sometimes. Maybe as a center mid a few times. But we're gonna give him the important first team player there, and that should be good for that. And okay, we do have one more day. I was getting a little bit worried there. The fitness was pretty low on a lot of players, but no. Okay, there we go. That's a lot better. We do have Atletico Madrid coming up, though. So I'm actually going to start off with the Cup squad, which is basically our reserve squad. And we're going to move things around based off of that. So I'm going to rest a lot of players in this match. And we're actually going to start Morata at right wing and see how he does there. Get him and Benzema both a game on the go. And we're going to start Kovac just despite his bad form. Cruz is going to start. And James is going to start. And then we're going to have Pepe, Nacho Fernandez. Varane is ready to start now, but I'm going to save him for the Atletico Madrid game. So Pepe is going to stay in there. Danilo's going to keep his spot, same as, well, Contrail isn't going to keep his spot, but he's going to have a spot in the team for this game. De Gea always in goal. And that's the lineup that we're going to go with into the next game. forget who it was, but it's not a super difficult opponent. I do think it's away though, so it is going to be kind of hard, but I'm much more concerned about the Atletico Madrid game that is coming up. Yeah, it is away. It's against Leganes. Pretty weak team, but a team I would expect to beat, even with this weak inside. You know, we've still got Cruz in there. We still got Kovacic. Still got all sorts of good players. But we'll just have to wait and see how the match goes. We got no Ronaldo for the first time in a while. Not even on the bench, because I want him fully fit against Atletico Madrid. And we've actually gone 1-0 down, 31 minutes in. James Rodriguez, though, brings it back, trying to make a case for him to start over Asensio. That's going to be an interesting battle throughout the season. But Asensio has came on for Rodriguez. 75 minutes in, Contra with a red card. Can't see us score another goalless match. Oh, but we have done. It's Vasquez, a man down, and late in the match, he's made it 2-1. Nice to see Lucas Vasquez getting on the score sheet there. Obviously, he's a great player in real life. I love the guy.
Athletic Bilbao,
him and Hesse, both of them
won.
are amazing players. I wish we would have kept Hesse. You know, they're both reserve players, but they're both, you know, quality players. But he is still going to get dropped to the bench because we do have Gareth Bale, obviously. And the reason I was starting with him in the first place is because I was giving Bale a rest. Same case with a lot of players. And James is still a little bit tired from that match, so he's not going to start this despite grabbing himself a goal. And then, like I said earlier, Varane is going to relinquish his spot in that center back position now that he's had a couple weeks off due to injury. And is our bench alright? It looks to be... Yeah, Kovacic is in bad form right now, but I'm going to go ahead and keep him on the bench. And that is the lineup that we're going to go with against Atletico Madrid. The Madrid derby coming up. The video is... It's getting on a bit, but I'm going to go ahead and play this game. Don't want to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, you know, all the time. I remember doing it for the Barcelona game a few episodes ago. So we'll go ahead and play this one at home. A game I would expect to win because of that. Here we go. Atletico Madrid at home in the Santiago Bernabeu. Should be favorites going into this. And I'm really hoping for a win here. Would really secure us that top spot. Yellow card for Godin. Nothing else really happening. And there it is. Gareth Bale, 43 minutes in with the goal. Isco with a second. Beautiful stuff. Isco hasn't scored in a few games, but there he is again, popping up on the score sheet from the midfield. And it's looking like we're going to win this game pretty comfortably. There it is, 2-0. Solid performance. Absolutely amazing to beat Atletico Madrid. I've mentioned it before, but I dislike Atletico Madrid more than I do Barcelona, so it's always nice to beat them.
Malaga
and we're going to go ahead and actually put Asensio back in here.
Real Madrid
just because he's still developing pretty nicely considering he's 88 rated.
Real Sociedad 1. Real Sporting Gijón.
So we're going to get him on this.
So what do those results mean to the league table?
He still does only have
At the top of the table remain
well, so
Real Madrid with 73
so that's one thing
points.
in particular that we want
in
to
second, Barcelona
improve.
with 61
We're
points.
also going to get his passing
In third,
there.
Real Sociedad
And
with 57 points. In
What we had
fourth,
last time.
Athletic Bilbao with
what was
52 points.
Change Grace. Yeah,
In
that's what it was.
fifth, Sevilla
So there we go.
with
Got
51
Asensio
points.
back in there on
with
the
a game
training
in
ground.
hand on the team
Hopefully
above.
he can improve to an
In
89 rated
sixth,
player.
Real
I
Betis
can see him
with
getting
48
up
points.
to 90 rated
In
by the end of the
seventh,
season.
Villarreal
It's pretty high,
with
but I think it's
47
possible.
points.
And that would be
In
absolutely
eighth,
amazing. That would put his
Espanyol
value
with
so
47
high,
points,
but
only
you know,
behind
even then we
on
probably
goal
wouldn't want
difference.
to sell him.
Bottom of the
Definitely,
table,
I wanna keep him.
Lyon
He's a
with
homegrown
19
player.
points. And then reading up the table,
developing very
second
nicely.
bottom,
Could be a
Osasuna
future,
with
you know,
20
Ronaldo.
points.
He could be the
Third
main
bottom,
man
Las Palmas
for a
with
couple of years
26
to come.
points.
And
Fourth
I'm just
bottom,
going to start with that same
Deportivo
one. I'm happy with
Alves
how they
with
performed.
28 points.
Carvajal
bottom,
could go
Granada
in, but
with
Danilo's
35
been,
points,
I mean, he's in
but
good
only
form, as you can
behind
see there,
on goal
and he's played a
difference.
couple of games, so we'll just keep him in the squad for this one as well. We'll get Carvajal back in next match, unless Danilo, you know, cements his spot with a goal or something. We'll have to wait and see. We're playing Gijón away. It's going to be a fairly difficult match just because it's away, but a game I'm expecting to win nonetheless. I just realized that Atletico Madrid was supposed to be the last game of the episode, but oh well, you guys can have an extra long episode. This will be the last game of the episode, and hopefully we can end it on a win. Looks like it might end in a draw. That's disappointing. A 0-0 draw, no less. 2 yellow cards and nothing else happening the whole game. So, a bit of a boring end of the episode, but oh well, you guys got a nice long
La
episode
Liga.
there where equal
3,
on games played with
Real
Barcelona, but we're 10
Sociedad
points ahead.
1.
6 games left to go.
Granada
The title is all
1,
but secured.
Celta Vigo
But you have to wait and
1.
see
Real
if we're going to
Sporting
win the
Gijón
title
0,
in the next
Real
episode.
Madrid
So
0.
like the video, subscribe to the
Valencia
channel, and I will
2,
see you guys